My name is Salar Asadolahi, and I am a postdoctoral fellow in the Department of Political Science at McMaster University. So I'd like to talk about a paper called Variation All the Way Down, Charting the Trajectories of School Choice Policies Across and Within Multicultural Democracies. In this project, I work with Drs. Linda White and Phil Triadopoulos in the Department of Political Science at the University of Toronto, and Dr. Jim Farney in the Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy at the University of Regina. So the implementation of policies that expand schooling options for parents both inside and outside of the public system has become a defining characteristic of Western countries since the 1980s. The growth of such choice has been implemented through a variety of policy instruments, which include but are not limited to selective admission to specialty programs in schools, second language immersion, religious education programs in schools, public funding for charter and/or independent schools, and regulatory changes to permit homeschooling. Our article provides an analysis of how policies that support school choice have developed in 4 multicultural and federally decentralized countries. These include Australia, Canada, Germany, and the United Kingdom. Each of these case studies have governments that have created various systems of education choice over time. And we use findings from 4 indices of school choice policy developed by our team, which chart variation in policy development over the 1980 to 2020 period. And by drawing on the findings of these indices, we develop a framework for classifying variations in policy at the subunit level, which in our cases includes provincial and territorial governments. And the variations can be classified based on a dichotomy of group or individual priority, such as the degree to which a subnational government prioritizes a common schooling system versus individual freedom of choice, or the degree to which the subnational government accommodates groups-based claims versus individual parental demands. Our findings suggest first that educational choice has expanded in nearly all the subnational governments over time, but that the direction of the change has varied. Second, different subnational governments across countries actually share more commonalities in education policy with one another than with their subnational neighbors. So, as an example, decisions made by the Ministry of Education in Ontario may actually have more in common with the practices of those in such states as Wales and Scotland than with those in Alberta or British Columbia. And these findings suggest that closer attention to the development of education policy at the subnational level may prove more fruitful than broader national level analyses and comparisons. Ultimately, this work is important given that improving our knowledge of the patterns of school choice in multicultural democracies can help policymakers make better and more informed decisions that support children and families around the world.